that's what the veterinary always tell me. That's always, and now my presentation about my introduction of my disability. What is my disability? Autism. It's the only tip, excuse my language, of the iceberg.
Which would mean what? There's a lot more than what we know and what we see.
It is a disorder that impacts the impaired by social skills, interactions, and some of that stuff. And there's the ribbon on the door. It's on the door in front of this classroom, and there's the ribbon on the presentation as well.
Okay, these are some of the behaviors that a person with autism might show. And this is often the stuff that we kind of go, they act kind of funny. They act a little different.
Can't see.
Okay. What about if we open with the blinds?
I don't think.
Anyway, some things are a little different, and some things are, we just kind of go, huh, they must be distracted. But there's all different levels. There's all different levels of severity. Some people have very strong behaviors, some do not. One thing Kendrick's going to explain to you is about some behaviors that actually serve a purpose. We kind of go, why are they waving their hands like that? But he'll actually explain to you why.
Okay, so this is the clip that talks about my disability. It's called autism vision.
They don't consider pretending that kids do not exist 24/7 fully.
It'd be easier if they
That's the topic you should be writing down.
understanding of it.
High functional autism.
1, 2.
The students you just met all have a couple of things in common. First, they're all teenagers facing the challenges of life in high school. But they also share a special challenge. They have a developmental disability called high-functioning autism, or Asperger's syndrome. Disorders that make it hard to relate to other people and hard to communicate.
Children with autism or Asperger's disorder have a social learning disability. It's the same as if you have dyslexia, which is a reading disability, or a disability in math. Their disability is in social situations.
So I asked him if I can play a game with them. Like, oh, I guess that was just, did I hear something? Nah, it's just the wind. And that's kind of how they tell themselves. As hard as it can be for people with high-functioning autism or Asperger's syndrome to make friends, having friends is just as important to them as it is to any teenager. Maybe even more so. And that means in school as well as after school.
My kids with autism don't really have any friends because they're different in actually quite good ways, but nobody really notices that.
Let's see this clip. Really short clip. And this is me and I am smart, and I just had this disability from the start, and I learned all the subjects just like everybody else, including my friends except me. And I am smart, and this can be frustrating. Sometimes it's hard. When I get frustrated, I repeat my words over and over, and I might rock back and forth, or I might make usual sounds or movements with my arms or body or something. Self-esteems, which is that. Self-esteems can calm me down, and this could be a sign about that makes me really calm my mood, think about that.
And let you know if you're frustrated.
Right. And my self-esteem's gonna also tell you when I get frustrated or need help. And this is the next clip. But the autistic traits and syndromes.
If you recognize the song, next time you hear it, listen to the lyrics a little closer. I never realized until I heard this the other day how much the person they're talking about in the song has in common with possibly being autistic. Okay, the first one.
That's what it's the same code about at the first one. That's the third president of the United States, John Thomas Jefferson. That's the movie maker. That's the suspect who got arrested. Not the end of this play yet. It keeps going on and on and on. And that's Isaac Newton. And that is
Who's going to report?
Is this part of the end of this? This is part of this?
Yep, almost over.
And that's the part of this song lyric thing I at the way back in the this clip.
There's one more video that we're gonna include, and we just wanted to end it on a really positive note.
Greece Athena High School in Rochester, New York has a new, most unlikely hero, a special ed student by the name of Jason McElwain. Jason is the basketball team manager. For the past couple of years, he's been assisting Coach Jim Johnson, helping with whatever the team needs.
Get him moving or hang out water and just be enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic, to say the least. Despite being born with autism, Jason's father says his son has never had a problem expressing himself at basketball games.
You know, I was always concerned that he might get a technical when they lose a game because he, you know, start yelling or whatever.
Let's have a hard practice tomorrow. All hour and a half.
This is
Let's
the
get
game
ready for a
where
video. Let's go.
let's go like 26.
Because he has been so
26
devoted to the
shots
team.
in
For the last game of the
minutes.
season, Coach Johnson decided to let Jason actually suit up. Not to play necessarily, just to let him feel what it's like to wear a jersey. At least that was the plan. But with 4 minutes to go in last week's game, Coach Johnson stood up and pointed to number 52, Jason McElwain. After years of fetching water and toweling off other people's sweat, Jason was actually in a game. His first shot was a 20-footer from the right baseline. Was it close? Did you almost make it?
I just airballed it.
I'm like, just, dear God, please, let's just get him a basket.
His second shot missed too, but the third was a chunker. A three-point no-doubter. And Jason wasn't done yet. Not by a long shot.
If I wasn't there to witness it, I wouldn't have believed it, you know.
You caught fire.
I just caught fire. I was hot as a pistol.
Jason ended up shooting 6 three-pointers.
How many of you know
One
that
right after the other.
6 3-pointers
Had 20 points total. And each time a shot went in, his teammates and the crowd went a little crazier. His last basket, right at the buzzer, created total mayhem. Because he is autistic,
Okay,
Jason says he's used to feeling different, but never this different. Never this wonderful. Steve Hartman, CBS News, Rochester, New York.
Well, this is the end of this presentation of mine. Hope y'all do well.
What do we do at the end? One more thing we ask.
Any questions at all? Not ask me. Thank y'all.
Do we have any questions? Anything you want to know about Kendrick? Anything you want to know more about autism?
I guess not.